Hello everybody and welcome. It is the train. I'm getting the train today. Currently situated in the central station, which my train's due in about 15 minutes. So it's a long trip, so I've got to get a train to King's Cross, 2 tubes, and then the train from Waterloo to Southampton. Bit of a carry on. I'm going to catch that virus. So my scarf will be going right up to my nose when I get into London town. Right, but on the positive side of things, we've got a game today, which is always what we're excited about. The negatives are it's at a place where we don't do very well. So since I've been following football since 95-96, Newcastle have only won there twice, which is once in the FA Cup and once in the league. A few draws here and there, but predominantly Southampton do win. It's the Dell / St Mary's, which is hopefully we'll buck that trend today and change that. Obviously, great news about Matt Ritchie and John Joe Shelby. We were going to do a video on that yesterday, but I fell asleep, and I haven't slept great because I've had a nap, which isn't too good today. So I've rolling on 90 minutes sleep going down here, so I might sleep on the train, I might not. However, it's fantastic news. John Joe Shelby, whatever you say, is the most gifted player. Technically, he is. There's no one better than him. And I seen it. I was reading up in the Chronicle just on the way here that when John Joe Shelby plays, Newcastle have more passes in the final third than we're not. So I read it was John Joe Shelby is a double the amount of more than what Sean Longstaff does from the same position, which is astounding. And still, John Joe Shelby, despite missing a large chunk of the season, he's still in the top 5s, top 6 and top 10s for passes in the final third, so he does make a difference. He passes the ball forward. Matt Ritchie, we know what he gets with him. Huffs and puffs. He's never been blessed with pace anyway, so even if he goes into his early 30s, quite similar to John Joe, we don't have to worry about losing his pace. He can play in several positions, the lead as well. I think Newcastle do lack them. So fantastic to get him signed. And we're just waiting on the likes of Federico Fernandez. Bruce has said that there is a clause in his contract where that can be extended for an extra year. Manquillo, I wouldn't be too surprised if he is let go because of the amount of right backs / right wing backs in the club. And then you've also got Matty Longstaff, which is the big one. Of course it is. We need him signed. We've talked about that a few times. But Southampton today then. I'm hopeful. I'm not expecting... I'm optimistic, don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting Newcastle to be blown away. I know Danny Ings was on the bench last week against West Ham, which is a bit of a strange one. Maybe Hasenhüttl thinks this is a bigger game. I don't know. Maybe it was a tactical switch. I don't know. Owen was on the Ugly Inside's podcast radio show video as well, so go over to the Ugly Inside and have a look at Southampton's main YouTube channel for fans. Look, they're playing a different style of football. Obviously, we all know that hammering that they got off Leicester, and then they suffered a couple of defeats after that as well. And then they just seem to turn their season around. And fair play to the Southampton board for sticking with them, because if you've got beaten 9-0 and then you're suffering another 2-3 defeats after that, you know, your fans, if that was Steve Bruce, we would call for his head. We would, as Newcastle fans, we really would. So it's good that they went on this run. Southampton... We always seem to talk about Southampton Newcastle in a similar position at this stage of the season. I always remember doing the previews with Freddie for the last 2 to 3 years, and we always seem to be hovering around the same area. We beat them at home, they beat us away. It just seems to be the way it is with the two clubs. But we've been sucked into it a little bit recently, and I think if Newcastle get a point here today, I think that'll be a good point considering the record that we have. And if you offered that right now, I would take it. I think most Newcastle fans would, don't get me wrong. I'd be out of the moon travelling all the way down there. I mean, I won't get in until 12:15 at night, so I'll be out of the moon if Newcastle come away. It'll be a long journey back, not picking anything up, and obviously there is a few of us down there. I appreciate obviously all the other lads can't come. It is a lot of money, whether you're getting the train or you're getting the bus or whichever methods you're getting today. But there's Owen, who lives not a million miles from Southampton. He's there, he's with his mate. He'll be coming on the videos as myself. And there's 40 coming across from London as well. So still 2 to 3 away. 40's like a very close friend of the channel. He's on more times than some of the members, which makes us laugh. But I just hope he's not in a grumpy mood tonight. I was there. He'll pop up on WhatsApp some point today and mention that he's seen this. But fingers crossed. I just think we're going to play the 4-2-3-1. I don't see any reason to change that. We'll look so much better going forward. We've seen it with Burnley, despite draw 0-0. We had loads of shots peppered at them. And then, of course, we've seen it with the midweek. The scenes were brilliant at Hawthorns. Attacking did go off the boil the last few 20 minutes or so, but I think that's the formation that you've got to go with. Bruce was saying in his presser that it's only really having Mankia who's rated 50-50, and thanks, announcer. Alan saint-maximin should be fine for this game as well. But yeah, so coming up later on, we've got the vlog. I'm in control of that. And then we've obviously got scoring the players, the last word, and a reaction. Not sure if Kyle's doing that, I'm doing that, but anyways, see you later everyone, see you tonight, bye.